What's going on, culés? Welcome back to Blog on the Zone, your destination for all things Football Club Barcelona. So, today, okay, we had a win, right? W, good win, whatever. Actually, not a good win. Okay, so look, the reason why it's not a good win is because we struggled all game. We deserve to either drop points and come away with a tie or lose completely because how we pulled off a win, I have no idea. I genuinely, the amount of times we got saved, we were bailed out by Joan Garcia or just Alaves being so shit. Like, it was crazy. What I was seeing today from Barcelona was absolutely crazy. On the club's birthday, we won. So, like, it's very difficult to be like, oh, we performed so bad, we performed terrible, whatever, we deserve to lose, but we won. You know what I mean? It's a very crazy silver lining because I don't want this terrible performance to be forgotten. I don't want us to think like, oh, we're doing so well right now. That Chelsea game was just a fluke. Like, no, that Chelsea game was a big wake-up call. It was an alarm ringing game. It was, bro, like, that Chelsea game ruined my week. Like, that Chelsea game ruined, like, it was right before Thanksgiving, bro. It ruined, like, I was already in a bad mood to start Thanksgiving Day. Like, that's how bad that Chelsea game just, like, fucked my whole... It just messed everything up for me, right? Because I was going to be on a high. Madrid had just dropped points in the league. They were going to be doing terrible against Olympiacos because Courtois was out. Like, my birthday was just right there. So, like, everything was just going to be perfect. I was like... Lamin's gonna shine on Esteval and Fermin's gonna dunk on Chelsea. And bro, I was daydreaming about like a 4-1 win or like a 3-1 win. And to just lose that way, bro, terrible. Disheartening. Completely disheartening. So much so that we need like the club and the fans, we need to have higher standards for this team. And that's why today's win just seems like we can't even enjoy it right now. We're on top of the table. And sure, Real Madrid might struggle tomorrow against Girona, I believe. But it's like we can't enjoy it because that Chelsea game, bro. Like, we were just coming off of putting belt to ass to Nico Williams. And now, like, we couldn't even enjoy that for long, really. And we can't even enjoy this for too long because December 2nd, we're going against Atletico Madrid. And Lord knows how those games went for us last year. So what do they have in store for us this year? It's very difficult right now as a Barca fan. It feels like a roller coaster of emotions. Lord knows, if I made a video right after the Chelsea game, I don't know what that would have looked like. In all honesty, bro, I might have cried. Like, just because I was feeling so much that day, bro. And I was like, I can't record this right now. Like, I'm either gonna just be like so monotone or like I'm gonna crash out. Like that game just pissed me off on a whole different level because it should have never went that way. Our guys were just lacking passion, heart, drive. There was no like sense of urgency in this team. And even today, like that lack of urgency was really shining through in this game. But whatever, I'm just gonna jump right into the game with the lineup today. We had Joan Garcia in the net. Joan Garcia, man, what a blessing it is to have him on the team. And I'm going to jump more into Joan Garcia in just a moment. But Joan Garcia in the net, from right to left, we had Eric Garcia, Kunde benched. Thank you. Eric Garcia, center back pairing, Cubarsi, Gerard Martin. At left back, Alejandro Balde. Our two CDMs, we had Casado and Bernal. Then we had Raphinha, Dani Olmo, and Lamine Yamal from left to right. And then we had Lewandowski up top, solo. And I think this is really the best lineup we have right now with who's available and who's in form. Pedri was able to play today, sure, but... And he was in form. He was dribbling past people. He was moving very, like, smooth, liquid, like, on the field. But, like, that's what you expect from Pedri, right? I saw a lot of Marc Bernal hate. Marc Bernal, we got to remember, he's just coming off of an ACL injury, bro. Like, he's a teenager. He's, like, 6'3", but he's, like, 17 or something. I think we just got to give him some more grace. Honestly, like, on paper, this looks like a good lineup, right? Raphinha, Lewandowski, and Lamine, first game together in, I think, someone in a group chat said, like, 6 months. which is absolutely insane. I didn't even notice that until that was brought up. But I don't think that they played terrible. Like I said before, lack of urgency was shining through the entire game, and literally from the first minute. So we're gonna go right to the first goal. Alaves scores in like, bro, second 54. Like, it was so stupid. So they had a corner. Terrible clearance from Marc Casado. Not only is it a terrible clearance, he doesn't immediately get up and keep trying to clear it. He just ball watches. And Marc Bernal has his back turned, so I can't even blame him. He has his back turned marking his man, but he's not looking at the ball in play. I think everything just went too quickly, and our guys were just lackluster moving through the beginning of the game. They were thinking like, oh, this is the beginning of the game. They're not going to try to go right away for goal. Like, obviously, they're going to go right away for goal. So because Marc Casado kept the ball in play and didn't clear it well, Alaves got an easy goal. Because other than that, bro, like Joan Garcia, the way that he had so many saves in this game, he would, like, if he was alert in that moment, Joan Garcia makes that save and he keeps a clean sheet, which would have been awesome. But whatever, our team just has they have these things, man, that like as a fan you want to believe that your team is capable of winning every trophy, but at the same time you're like, bro, how the hell are we gonna win anything making mistakes like that, right? Like, how are we supposed to even have those kind of standards to win big things, have big aspirations, when you're still doing clown shit like this? Like, that goal pissed me off in such a different way, because I was like, bro, from minute one, we can't have any peace, even on the club's birthday, bro. Like, oh my God. Whatever, minute 8, we come right back, Lamine goal, right? Obviously, very well-constructed goal. I think the pass came from, I want to say it was like Casado or Martin, and then it went to Balde, and then from Balde to Raphinha, and then Raphinha cuts it in. Lewandowski like tries to get a touch on it, or he just barely gets a touch on it. Danny Olmo doesn't notice Lewandowski gets a touch on it. He's just looking at the ball. He thinks he will be the only one to get a touch on it. After Louis kind of like ghost touches it, it takes a deflection. Danny Olmo can't kick it. He throws his hands up. I'm like, bro, what are you protesting, bro? And then right behind him, thank the Lord, Lamine Yamal, right place, right time. Bro, and if he missed that wide open of a goal, it would have been very Ferran Torres-like of him. But thankfully he doesn't. And he levels it 1-1 in like the 8th minute. So right away, this game was kind of a classic. Like this just back and forth. Even though like the reason it's such a back and forth is because we are lacking, like I said, urgency, efficiency. We're not trying to make these short, concise passes like we're known for. We're trying shit that we're like you've never done this before. Why are you doing this? Like, oh my God, the team's attitude today towards Alaves makes it seem like we thought we could kind of like bounce back easily. Like, teams are not going to be having a target on our back because we're league champions right now, is absolutely crazy. And then Alaves kept looking like they were going to score again. They were caught offside several times, but at the same time, they kept piercing through the highline, right? And that was kind of scary because it's showing we're giving the blueprint out to other teams that even the most garbage La Liga teams can do this to us. And then Danny Olmo gets his goal from a beautiful pass from Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin was looking great today as a center back. I think that he can have more minutes there. He looks comfortable, right? He definitely looks more comfortable there than at the left back. I think because at the left back, you need a lot more speed, and maybe that's just not his game. But he looked great today, and he had a beautiful pass to Raphinha. It looked very like vintage Cubarsi, and that's crazy to say about like a 19-year-old, but like 2-3 seasons ago, or even last season, Cubarsi and Inigo Martinez, they kept sending so many long passes from the center back position up to the wingers or the strikers. Like, those passes were pinged, like ping passes. And today, Gerard Martin had that kind of pass to Raphinha, which inevitably, the same as the first goal, cuts back but finds Danny Olmo right in the correct spot this time, and Danny Olmo finishes it off easily, making it 2-1. And it was 2-1 at halftime. And then second half, it kind of got a little bit boring. Rashford got subbed in. Pedri eventually got subbed in as well. Koenig eventually got subbed in as well. But I think 2-1, the team was looking, it was almost like we wanted Lamine to just hero ball it, right? And, someone in our group chat earlier said that Lamine is looking predictable. And I had been thinking this the same the past couple of games. Like, Lamine, if I know what he's going to do and I'm just a watcher of the game, bro, a defender definitely already knows what you're going to do. You're going to go to your left foot, fake a couple of times, dribble left, dribble right, but eventually you're going to come off to your left foot and try to find that cross pass, right? Either that or shoot it. And either way, bro, it gets blocked, deflected, he gets bodied. Like, even though his physique he's getting like strong and whatever, like, bro, you gotta triple hit that gym, bro, because Lamine gets bodied so easily. And like twice today, he was looking for a penalty, and even me as a fan, I was like, bro, that's not enough contact for a penalty. Like, definitely not enough contact for a penalty. He's gone through much crazier tackles and kept his run, but like today, he was just looking for penalty. He was like going back to the same old trick, when he knows, or at least I think he knows, because even if I can see this, I don't know how he doesn't see this. Like, his game is the passes. The passes that he can make, the space that he can create for others is where he shines the best. And I think the sooner that he can exploit that talent, the better this Barca team will be. Because I don't think he's going to be a shooter, at least not from that far out, and at least not with these players around him. Maybe he needs a better striker around him. Lewandowski, it's like his last year. Maybe we need like better people behind him. But right now, I think Lamine just needs to focus on the passing. The passing, I think, is his A game. And he showcased that today with the third goal that Barca had when he makes a great pass to Dani Olmo. Honestly, okay, Dani Olmo is ass, or he has been this season. But his defensive effort when he's in form and when he's feeling himself is very, very good, right? Because he makes a defensive play, he steals the ball, he gives it to Lamine. Lamine shuffles a bit to the right, shuffles a bit to the left, he gets free, sees Dani Olmo, ping pass, beautiful. Dani Olmo opens it up, 3-1 at minute like 93, closes the game. Great, right? It makes it look like we had a smooth and easy game. But it really wasn't that way, because Joan Garcia saved us on at least 2-3 occasions, right? From what could have been a very clear goal. One of them, he was literally on the floor and then made another save. Like, from the floor, his reflexes are cat-like. He's just an insane player. But like I said, Lamine has to just focus on those passes. I think Lamine, if he could focus on those passes, bro, he could be top 5 in the world again at like 18 years old. So I think that's just something that he really needs to exploit. The man of the match today was Raphinha, obviously coming back from his long-term injury. Well, it was supposed to be not even that long of an injury, and then he got re-injured. So coming back, you could see obviously his aggression impacts this team right away. His presence was felt when he wasn't around, and now we're really feeling his impact 10 times, right? Double assist today, assist for Lamine, 2 goals for Dani Olmo. You couldn't have asked for a better win, although it's very difficult to say that because of the way that Alaves very easily could have turned this game on us. Like I said, they were pressing us like crazy. They were making us look uncomfortable, doing passes we've never seen before. Like, if it weren't for the heroics of Raphinha and his pressing and Dani Olmo being at the right place at the right time, who knows how this game goes, man. But the man of the match today was Raphinha. Who's your guys' man of the match? Let me know in those comments. Let me know what you guys think of these takes. Honestly, for me, the man of the match could have easily been Joan Garcia. I think it could have been Joan Garcia. This is only like his 3rd game fully back and making great saves, showing us why we purchased him to begin with. But at the same time, Raphinha showing us why he shouldn't have been left off the Ballon d'Or podium. Left off the FIFA World 11 team. I think Raphinha is really coming back with receipts. He's coming back to tell the world, yo, I got a phenom next to me, but like, this is my team. But now looking forward, we are looking at Atletico Madrid December 2nd. It's going to be a great game. I really hope we don't drop points because we need to claim this La Liga. Like I said before, it's very hard for us fans to aspire for big trophies when we're making these dumb decisions and we're losing to teams like Chelsea 3-0. If we're going to lose hope in the UCL, which I really hope we don't, like, it's still pretty early, but to be in the playoffs, it's hard to look at the bigger UCL picture. but we do need to still keep a sharp focus on La Liga, and we need to keep our necks on these Madridistas. So we need to collect 3 points on Tuesday, December 2nd against Atletico Madrid. Let me know your guys' takes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y Visca Barça.